Hi, my name is Andrea Abbottmarco and I'm a health coach at Blue Cross. There are a lot of fad diets out there today, most of which eliminate whole food groups and provide false promises about instant weight loss. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The key to reaching a healthy goal and maintaining that weight loss is balance, moderation, and portion control. There are not foods that you should give up, rather focus on moderation instead of deprivation. If you know that there are certain foods that you love, for instance, ice cream. Instead of keeping ice cream in the house and having ice cream every day, try not to keep it in the house and go out for ice cream once or twice a month. If you're at a party and you see those cheesy potatoes that you love, try to have a small scoop and then move on to something else. But don't eliminate something that you really love. Because if you don't have the cheesy potatoes, then you will probably want them more and you're going to want other things that are not as healthy. Whereas if you make sure to have them in a small portion as part of a healthy diet, you won't feel like you're being deprived and you're on a diet per se. Instead, you can find a way to incorporate all the foods that you love into a balanced diet, and by controlling those portions, you'll find that you are able to lose weight because you're not overeating any one thing.
Hello, my name is Kara Gittens and I'm a registered dietitian, certified diabetes educator, health coach. And today I'm going to talk to you about portion control. So what do you do when you're out to eat and you're not really sure how to estimate the portions because you don't have the measuring cups with you? Well, we often overeat in increments of 100 to 300 calories if you're not paying attention to the portions. So it's very important that you have some kind of aid to visualize when you're measuring the portions. So for example, a light bulb. You can use this for a serving of grapes or a serving of broccoli. For your fish, on average, you can think of about a checkbook. It's going to be about 3 ounces. Same with your meat. You can think of a deck of cards, 3 ounces. For butter, pads of butter, you can think about a Post-it stamp. A baked potato, think about the size of a computer mouse. Some baked potatoes are 2 computer mouses, so you'd want to eat half of that. Pancakes, you can think of a CD. Golf balls for dried fruit, about 1 ounce. For your whole fruit, think about a size of a baseball. You could also use a baseball for when you're eating ice cream, and half of a baseball would be half a cup of ice cream. In addition to knowing your portion size, it is also important to know your plate size. This can be another tool that will help you be in control of your portions when you are eating and help to control the calories that you're consuming. When you're building your plate, there are 2 plate sizes that you often eat off of. There's the 9-inch plate that is usually the dinner salad plate in your collection, and the 12-inch plate that is often used for your dinner. When you're building your plate, on the 9-inch plate, this is what a meal would look like. It's visually appealing, there's not much plate size left, and you will eat this and maybe feel even more full than if you were building it on the 12-inch plate. There's extra space on the 12-inch plate where you may find that you want to fill it up a bit more. And while you're filling it up, you're inevitably adding more calories onto your plate. Another tool with the plate that you can use is what they call the healthy eating plate. So imagine this is your 9-inch plate. When you sit down to build your plate, if you can, imagine an imaginary line down the middle of the plate where 50% of your intake is coming from non-starchy vegetables. 25% of your plate coming from whole grains, and the other 25% of your plate coming from lean proteins. You're the most hungry when you sit down at the beginning of your meal. Eat your vegetables first. It's going to guarantee that you get them in, and you're going to be filling up on less. So in addition to you now have portion size, plate size, the other option is for portion control is timing of your meals. If you are in control of your hunger level, you are going to be more in control of your portion sizes. Aim to go no more than about 3 to 4 hours in between your meals to keep you in control. So if you know that your lunch is at noon and your dinner's not going to be until 8 o'clock that night, plug in a mid-afternoon snack of, say, maybe a piece of fruit. Last but not least is making sure that you're aware of your label reading. Label reading is very important. The very top of your labels has the serving sizes. Make sure you check that out, because in a lot of your products, it may be a single serving item, you think, but you look at the serving size and it'll say that there's 2 to 3 servings in there. A good example of that is ramen noodles. In one package of ramen noodles, it's actually 2 servings in there, and you would have to multiply everything in the label by 2. So for portion control, you have the portion sizes of your food, the plate sizes, you have controlling your hunger level, and label reading. For more information, visit bcbsm.com.